Glad to have you along from Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. It's the Kansas Jayhawks and the Utah Utes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Rice-Eccles Stadium is nestled at the bottom of the Wasatch Mountains. This is a gorgeous college football season, but it has also seen a lot of great sports history. Home to the opening ceremonies for the 2002 Winter Olympics, it will host opening ceremonies again in 2034. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Kansas offense will go to work first. And we get our first look at Dylan Edwards. What a game he had last time out. Found pay dirt 3 times, just under 100 yards in their win. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air, it's Marshall. He'll throw it. That's caught. It's McMillan. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Jayhawks look to keep this drive humming. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Caught in the backfield, it's Cox. Open space at the 25. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Keep it on the ground. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
9th play of the drive coming up, and they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. Still down on the field is one of the Utah players. Training staff checking out this junior defensive tackle. We hope this is not serious, and he gets back in the fray shortly. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
So Utah's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Something to watch in this game, will he be able to attack this secondary, particularly the one corner that has had his share of issues? Out of the stands early, and it's a false start.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line. A pickup of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He'll pitch it. Could be an alley. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this. Working. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. And the Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. Handoff for Parker. Makes it past the marker. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Utes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Off play action on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They'll send out the kicker here. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The roughing call gives this offense a first down. We'll see if they can take advantage of the second chance. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
They tried to turn the corner on him, but the defense was ready, and they knock him down for a loss.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep...
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. Pulled and fired complete. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
There's usually two different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Running inside. It's Briggs. Picks up the first down. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Kansas has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Just feeds the running back. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And this one is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. He might want another play. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. The play action fake. Fires left. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
And his throw is incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Runs through the tackle. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. This is why Rice-Eccles is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your 3rd down conversion in the midst of this. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can go.
Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Dampier. Unloads it downfield. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll run out of the gun here with Parker. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Utes want to crank the tempo. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Parker. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Utes send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Hey guys, checking in from the Kansas sideline. Guys, I can feel the energy here and the chemistry between this quarterback and his star wide receiver. He's already got 100 yards receiving in this game, and the way they're talking on the sideline here, they want to keep that going. I think you're going to see him continue to get some downfield targets from his QB here in this game. I'll keep you posted.
Okay, Holly. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Blasted as he lets it go. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The Jayhawks will call on their punt team. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And the Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll give it to Parker. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. It's complete on the right side. At the 45 on its way. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here with Parker. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Can't make the connection, then the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes!
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the 2nd quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the 2nd half.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Looks like he's going to bring it up, and the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. And the Utes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback keeps it. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Fires to the middle. With the catch, it's McMillan. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Kansas will take a timeout. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Unloads to the right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The kick is on its way. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Might be calling a hot route. Ooh. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Makes a catch. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at LSU taking on the Kentucky Wildcats. Back to your game at Rice-Eccles Stadium. What can you say about this playmaking receiver that's not abundantly clear? More than 100 yards in the first half. He's totally taken over this game. His team has the lead, and he's improving his draft stock as we speak. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
And the Jayhawks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
I caught up with the Utes head coach coming out of the locker room. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
Hines is way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Quarterback making checks. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Zings it complete to the right. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to Parker. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Here's Wayshawn one more time. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. And the Utes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their 1st. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Utes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. The Kansas offense out there poised and ready to go to work. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Hand off from the shotgun. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll go to the counter. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
And he's going to go backwards, and they force a fourth down. What a play by this defensive front. The Jayhawks will send out the punt unit. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He'll do it himself. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Might be changing the route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes a deep grab. And he's finally taken down inside the 5, but hold on, there's a flag on the field. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Utes will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They go right back to it. Finding some room. Got enough for the first. Smashes through the tackle. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran. The crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end now in motion. They'll run for it. It's Parker. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Parker again. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's 2nd and short after a good run on 1st down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a 3rd and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The Utes will try to pin them back with a little trickeration, looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, and the fake punt is a wash. Have an incompletion like that, you always think, why not just let the quarterback throw it? The element of trickery was afoot, and it didn't work. Looking to the big tight end. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Send the tight end in motion. On the ground, it's Edwards. A 5-yard pickup there leaves him with 3rd down and 5. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Sweet cut there. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. Still down on the field is one of the Utah players. And the Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Edwards. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Neither of these teams are ranked in the top 25 at the moment, but it's early in the season, still plenty of time to fight their way in as we take a look at how things stand now. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll move the tight end. Hands it off. And the defense drags him down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The Jayhawks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Marshall. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Kansas. Middle of the end zone, he's got it. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And man, oh man, I don't know how you leave that guy open for the touchdown. Like some kind of miscommunication on the defense. He has had a big day. He's a go-to guy. Palmer, I don't know what you saw with your quarterback eyes, but it looked like a bust by the defense.
And he coughs it up inside the 20. Scooped up by the kicking team.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Leaves it with the running back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. 3rd and 4. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Touchdown, Jayhawks! And the punishment has been extended. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Makes the grab, it's Andrews. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. The completion picked up 6 yards on 1st down, now 2nd and 4. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Got it. Makes the grab in their space. They finally get to him, but what a play this offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Bray. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Utes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Could not make his way to the corner.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Dangerous throw there that's knocked down and incomplete. On fourth down, looking for the completion. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and
might have a chance. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. A run inside. It's Willis. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide receiver going in motion. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Motion from the back. Now on the move. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Punts it out of the air. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for a crease, it's Willis. Makes a stop in the backfield, he'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Trying to impose their will with the run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Quarterback keeper. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. They've got this game in hand, but maybe there's some bad blood. They want to rub it in a bit. Absolutely perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. And now this team has fallen into a 3-game slide, and a season of promise has now had a lot of promises broken.
Yeah, this is a team that really needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror right now and make a decision. What are we going to be? What am I about? What am I willing to do at this point of the season to get this thing turned around? A lot of tough and real conversations are going to have to take place.
And this is when the coaches really make their money, right? How can I get my kids to focus when I know there's probably not a lot to play for down the road? So let's win every game. Let's win every battle. Let's spoil other people's seasons on the way out, even though our